Now, with the leaders of the world's 7 richest countries meeting in Cornwall tomorrow to discuss the defining issues of our time, there is one question that remains unanswered, and that is, what is the carbon footprint of a Cornish pasty? Well, luckily for us, a team at the University of Exeter have been doing the sums, and Professor Steffen Boehm joins me now to fill us in on their findings. Professor Boehm, good to talk to you. Why are some of the country's finest minds turning their attention to the humble Cornish pasty?
Well, it's a very popular product. 120 million of these are produced each year here in Cornwall. And I'm talking to you from Cornwall, from the Penryn campus. And we've teamed up with pasty makers to, first of all, assess what is actually the carbon footprint of each pasty. And we found about 1.5 to 2 kilos per pasty, which actually is not too bad if you compare to other full meals like a roast dinner or a lasagna. So it's not a bad carbon footprint, but of course it can still be lowered, particularly if you're thinking about 120 million times these. It's significant.
So what are the main drivers of that carbon footprint?
Well, if you open up a pasty, I bought this early on our campus shop. So you have about a whole range of ingredients, but a typical Cornish pasty has meat in there, beef, a range of vegetables, and of course the pastry is made from wheat. All of that has a carbon footprint. So we've used something called life cycle analysis to estimate what the carbon footprint is of all of these ingredients. And of course, meat is the biggest contributor here. Beef has quite a large carbon footprint. So if you take away the meat, or you source the meat differently, you rear it in different ways, you have organic, better aquaculture, then you can lower the carbon footprint quite significantly. So we developed a tool that allows pasty makers to assess that carbon footprint and alter the ingredients, change the composition of a pasty to lower the carbon footprint.
Well, I'm sure the world is definitely a better place for it. Professor Steffen Boehm, good to talk to you. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Well, that is everything from us for today. But coming up tomorrow, we've